Hello geeks, I'm Stamatis and you are back in Everyday Normal Greek channel today with another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2, and actually this is the second episode, even though this time I'm announcing it as an episode of this type with a truck review. So another truck review. First one was the Renault T-Series when it was released by SCS, the SCS Renault T-Series truck that we did when we was also like the Ping My Truck event as well. This time I'm coming to you with something totally different, a bit more beastie, a bit more 90s. We are coming with the DAF F241. This monster, this beautiful monster here, this beautiful beast, and which is of course not part of the base game. It's not an SCS truck, this is a mod. But let's start and see all the available customization options and what can you expect from this mod. And after we see the details of this mod, we're going to jump into some more details. We're going to take this truck actually for some nice heavy haul, and we see what strength has in it, and what it can pull and what it cannot. And of course we're going to jump in a bit more historical facts about the truck and some more details maybe about the mod. But of course let's start. It's a really beautiful truck, as you can see. Just by the looks of it, it seems really detailed, really nice graphics here, and it's made by XBS. XBS is a pretty popular like modder. It's a freeware, of course. Very active, very popular modder here, who has like many more mods like out for like Euro Truck Simulator 2, and all of them are quality. When XBS puts his name in a track, you can expect some quality stuff, and this truck I think it delivers. So let's start in the truck configurator and let's start with the cabins. And this truck comes with 4 possible cabins: the simple day cab, the top sleeper cab, which is quite unique, quite strange, I could say, for like for a truck. Like you never see this like this high and narrow type of cabin, which basically is a day cab equipped with a bunker right on top. Then we have the sleeper cab. So technically here you see, instead of a bunker on top, you just have like a bed in the back, and the space cab, which is the same like the sleeper cab, but it's a bit taller, has a bit more clearance on top, and it has like a more private like back. And I think that out of all these 4, like for the DAF F241, in reality the most popular was the space cab. The day cab was the first edition of this truck, and the space cab was the most popular one, with top sleeper and sleeper cabs being a bit more like niche, a bit like less like let's say produced and sold around. And then let's go to chassis. So in chassis we have like a total of 5 options, and all of them quite very interesting. First we're coming with a basic 4-2 chassis, so like 2 axles, and one of them is like power and steering axle. Then we have the 6-2 tag lift axle chassis, which is again like this has like 3 axles, and one of them is like liftable, the last one is liftable, and one of them is steering as well. Then we have the 6-2 twin steer tractor, which again we have 3 axles, but this time like 2 of these axles are steerable. Then we have the 6-4, which is actually 1 steerable axles and 2 powered axles in a 3 axle configuration. And then we have the big one. This is like for the heavy haulage, for the heavy jobs, the FAC 8-2 axle, which is 8-2, which is like actually 4 axles. 2 of them are steerable, and one of them is powered. Quite a lot of and different options. Usually this one and this one I guess is more for the heavy hauls, is because it has like 2 powered axles, and this because it has like 2 steerable axles and a lot, you know, like a long chassis and big support. let's jump to the engines. So in engines, again, you have a lot of options. All of them are like compatible. All of them are aligned with the historical like engine option for this truck. And according to XBS, this mod refers to the DAF F241, the 2800, 3300 and 3600 like versions of it, which each one of them roughly corresponds to the available horsepower, so that it was available by the engines they had. And we start here with some basic DAF DH825, which is 209 horsepower, 0.695 Newton meter torque at 1100 to 1600 RPM. And you can go from this one, from the 209, all the way up to the ATI, to the advanced turbo intercooler like engines of this truck, with the most powerful of it to be the WS315 ATI Euro 2, which like produces 428 horsepower with 1.765 Newton meter torque at 1000 to 1200 RPMs. Much more efficient, man. It's like better like engine, this one. And of course a lot of other options in between, all of them historic and accurate like about this truck. And let's jump to transmission. In transmission you can find like 5 options. The most basic one, the ZF S6.9, which has like just 6 speeds, and all the way up to 16 speeds with the ZF16S 130. And of course there is the Eaton fueler option, the RTO 9513, for like those who prefer the Eaton fueler like gearbox. And let's jump to the interior, some basic options here as well. So we start with the standard brown, which gives you this really old and vintage feeling in this truck, standard brown, and this like strange yellowish white dashboard, if I can say yellowish white, this strange color. Beautiful dashboard, by the way, very 90s, very 80s, 90s dashboard here. But then you have the standard black, which is technically everything is black inside except the dashboards, which are in the same color like the brown. No other differences here. And then we jump to exclusive brown. So we have also to exclusive. The only difference with exclusive is again they're in a brown and dark coloring, except that the dashboard now has a more beautiful and like more, let's say, more premium like feeling, with having this wooden type of like panel here, and also here in the storing space, and also a bit different leather seats, as I can imagine, which are either black or brown. Here the seats are just this like generic gray and with blue stripes. Plus the other difference is that the premium cabin has, instead of having this like net, which technically can be a second bunker or like a storing space, you just have this like plain storing space here, like acting like as a closet or whatever you want to put inside. But technically that's it. Minor differences in the different interiors here in the cab, all of them interesting, all of them historically accurate, I guess. And then this cab comes with quite a lot of colors. So it comes with some like standard factory colors like yellow, celestial blue, gunmetal blue, even though this doesn't look blue but more like gray, Milano red, polar white, and of course your custom metallic colors. And also it comes like by the mod, it comes equipped with a few liveries. Some of them are like DAF liveries. So for example, this ATI Space Cab livery, another ATI Space Cab livery, really beautiful, really nice ones. Then a Mammoth livery, a Kranz Cellar livery, this pink one, a Sarens, Senag or something like that. So a few liveries, also this black one, also this, I guess most of them are like Dutch companies or something like that. It's quite beautiful liveries. And also this original orange, which has this like really nice coloring and really nice shadowing here of this truck, which I guess is a color that it was also originally like being painted in this truck, even though it's quite similar to this yellow, but a bit more beautiful. And going to accessories, in the exterior part, quite a lot of like you see like accessory spots all over the truck, besides the standard one for wheels, for fenders, for like handles, for like door steps. So in the front it's a bit more interesting, because here you can choose like some like low grill guards. Besides the stock one, it has this Marcus 2000, which is like aligned with the paint of the truck, and the stock paint one. Okay, and then it has also like some options for bumpers, so the stock steel bumper, the stock paint bumper, and the heavy duty bumper, which if you add it here, it can, I guess it can get you some nice, yes, you see here, it can get you some nice like coloring down there for heavy duty, which is really beautiful. Here as well, really beautiful bumper, heavy duty bumper. Maybe in this one as well. No, nothing special. But there are some like levers that can give this truck like really nice like and like coloring for heavy duty in the bumper in front. And yes, if you remove of course the heavy duty, then you can choose something with more lights and stuff. I don't know if you can have like some lights here as well on top of this heavy duty bumper, but I guess not. Then you can choose like a front mask bottom with ranging from stock to painted plastic to total paint, which I guess is also plastic. I love to have dark like background in the lights of this truck, because the design of the lights, of the front lights of this truck, has like quite a character, you know, and it's really nice. Like they really nice matching the round like hubs of the lights with the rectangle hubs of the lights with the round lights. Okay, so moving even more up, we're going to some bull bars. So we have some extra bull bars if you want to add to the truck, which is quite nice as an addition. Then here on the right side of the grill, you can choose like the front logo to be either the stock DAF logo or the new DAF logo. I guess the stock DAF logo matches it a bit more and has a bit more spacing between the letters. It gives this like vintage finish to the truck. And of course on the left side you can add like some ATI like signs, and then you can choose of course the front mask to be either painted or either plastic. I would keep it plastic, why not? And then you can also choose a deflector, which can be either painted or black. Nice little detail, nice little addition. And this is for the dashboard, so this would be in the interior actually. And of course on top here you can have some visors, either the stock one which is painted, or like then you can have some transparent blue, transparent green, or transparent red. On the sides of course you can have some options for the mirror to be either plastic or painted, which is a nice small detail. Also you can have like some like two options for door steps, painted or like stock metallic. Also 3 options for door handles, the standard options like plastic, chrome or paint. You can have a side mirror here as an accessory, even though you cannot have a front mirror as an accessory in this truck. And then on top of it you can have like a light bar. You can have this like cooler, parking cooler. This acts, as I understand, as an air condition. It was an addition as an air condition to this truck, because originally the truck when it rolled out it didn't have an air condition, so this was like an addition to have like the temperature in the cabin a bit more controlled. This truck has a reputation of being a very warm truck actually, because by the warmth especially of its engine. And of course, as we saw before, like the light bar here, you can have like an option with like 3, 6, 8 spots or attachment points, or like just 4 attachment points. And of course here you have all your standard options for attachments that you want to put in the truck. And then moving on the sides, you have like just the front fender with an option to be painted. You have the back of the cabin, an option to add an air intake. Wheels here with like tires and rims, the classic options. And of course you have the option to add like a plastic only rear fender to the wheels of your truck, and going behind there is an attachment point for like adding like probably I guess some mud flaps and stuff like this in the back, but I have nothing currently that goes there, so my search is empty for this attachment point. Nevertheless, the attachment point is there. Then you have this option here in the tank to have the stock black tank, the stock steel tank, which is a bit more better, and the stock painted tank, which is really cool. And that's pretty much all around the truck and the exterior of it. A lot of attachment points, a lot of options to add and modify everything. And of course I forgot this, it's a bit difficult to catch because you see here the attachment point disappears here, but it appears here. It has like a spoiler that sometimes it's really nice, it concludes really nice the whole like appearance of this truck. Then let's move to the interior, and here again a lot of attachment points around in the interior of this truck. And starting from the wheel, there are 3 different options for the wheel. For the wheel, there's a standard DAF wheel, which is something that most of these trucks were rolling out with. It's the F241 brown, which I guess is like some special wheel, like maybe going with exclusive cabins or something, and the F241 dark. Then if we continue here on the front, like driver's plate spot, you just have like currently I can just find only one compatible like like option here, just a standard plate from SCS on the right side as well in the co-driver's plate. Then in the windshield corner here we can add like a navigator, and on the console on top we have like one spot that we can add like a few items here, not a lot of them actually. But if we go to the dash here, to the lower dash point, we can add some spots here that give us the option to add a few more items, some of them that are just unique to this mod. For example, this travel mug, or this DAF wallet with the logo, some like dead cigarettes, cigarette pack or something like that. Then some options here, just some options for back or a notebook, like in this in this seat there, and also some options for like back or a cool box here. Nothing in the back in particular, nothing on top. This is actually on the outside, and this is about the cooler of the truck. You see, this is the cooling option here and the cabin. And then if we go here to the top of the center console, you can add like some like nice curtains in the front of the truck. Pretty standard, nothing super extra. This is like just a sun visor from the outside, and also some hanging items here, with the most interesting of them to be this hanging pool. This is pretty much it in the interior, and of course, of course there is like this attachment point here in the windshield, and you can choose like the 2 sets. At least for me, I have these 2, like the dual and the inline. And of course here you have, here I guess for some reason these are like reversed, so like the inline is actually the dual and the dual is the inline in reality. And here you have like some points that you can attach, like from flags to like whatever, like to some figures, to minions, all the standard things that if you have like the Sissel Mega Pack or any other like accessories mod, probably you will find a lot of stuff to add here as well. So I guess that's it with the interior. Let's go back to the exterior and let's check this truck just with the lights to see. It's a really beautiful, really nice classic historical truck. Really well executed, I could say, by XBS, and I think that it's also really good out in the street, in the behavior it has out in the street, but that is up to us to find out. By the way, you see that I have it in this beautiful red. I don't have the heavy duty bumper, but still, like, I have it in this beautiful red, and I really love this truck. How it looks right now. And also I have the configuration with a 3600 model engine. Open the ignition here, and let's go to the outside actually, and let's hear how this truck starts. beautiful, and some beacons on top. Really nice, really 80s, 90s sound. By the way, the exterior sound, this one that you hear, is the sound that comes with the XBS mod, but the interior sound is an extra mod which was made by Kurishbaum, which is also pretty big in terms of like making sound mods, and he's a lover of this DAF F241 apparently, so he released a sound mod for the ATI, the Advanced Turbo Intercooler open pipe engines. And it's only in the interior, so in the interior we'll be hearing this the ATI open pipe engine, which is actually something that this truck wears right now, so it's pretty accurate. So let's just set in drive mode. We have the lights open, and I love this dashboard, by the way. Look, this dashboard is so beautiful, so simple, so classic. And let's release the handbrake. You see the red light there, it goes out, and we're ready to roll. So today we're in the city of Palermo, and we're going to make actually...
Turn left.
Of course. We're going to make a delivery of like something really heavy as part of the special transport DLC. So we will really put this truck to the test. So we're just heading now to the port of Palermo, and we're going to receive our our truck.
Turn right.
Okay, right here. It's 6 in the morning. We will have a lot of day ahead of us. A lot of daylight.
Get ready. Turn left. Turn left.
Really beautiful sounds by these trucks. And if it feels to you that the seat position right now is quite high, it is because it's actually quite high, and it's actually, if you see videos of from the real truck, you will see that actually the sitting position in these trucks was a bit higher than it's from the modern trucks. Quite strange. It had like a bit small windshield, so not a lot of visibility, and a bit high seat that you were... Like most of the drivers of this truck, they seem to be like dugging a bit, you know, to be able to see in front of them. I have the hanging poop, by the way. I couldn't resist of not putting it. It's interesting.
Right, and then turn right.
So we have to turn right here after this traffic light. Really beautiful sounds. Really beautiful sounds. So let's just go. Really beautiful interior, really beautiful dashboard. I just love this truck. I'm a lover of this like classic 90s 80s tracks, and I just enjoy this. It's a really nice mode, and the Kurishbaum sound, it just completed very nicely. It's just a pity that there are no exterior sounds that are matching this for now, at least. Hopefully Kurishbaum is going to release some like exterior sounds for it as well. Okay, we're almost there. When we start on our way, where I'm going to tell you even more information about this truck. So I guess we have to turn left here in this one here, and we can receive our like.
Your route guidance is now finished.
We should see our special transport for today. It's this one. It's a boiler part. It's a boiler part that we have to transfer from Palermo all the way to Catania and this thing is 45 tons. So it's pretty big. It's gonna put this truck to the test for real. So let's not lose any more time. We're just taking the job. It gives us a warning here, of course, but we are ready. We have, you know, we have the proper coloring for this heavy haul. So here it is, the special transport starts. I really love this livery, this skin I have right now in the truck, or even some cameras here to check as we're taking this like heavy, super heavy and round thing out. We're going to open, of course, our beacons as well. And we will see how much is going to struggle carrying this thing around. Okay, we're still in this like cutaway scenes. Okay, of course we get here we get like the rules of special transport. We know them. Let's take a look around. It's beautiful. Let's open the beacons. Beacon behind is okay. Let's make a small inspection around to see that all the lights are working. The brake lights are working. The reverse lights are working. Indicators are working correctly. Everything seems to be working okay, and we are ready to roll. So let's step inside and let's start. Drive mode and let's go. Oh my. You can feel the difference. We're going to have fun with this one.
Get ready. Turn left.
Oh, and I forgot to drop down this like the fourth axle. So let's stop. Let's drop the axle down. Beautiful. So to give us a bit more maneuverability when we're just like and a bit more stability when we're turning around this like tight corners here outside Palermo. We're going to have like a tough job navigating. So let's see, here empty, here empty. Not a good visibility out of this cabin.
Turn right.
Here. So to start with a bit more historical facts about this truck.
Get ready to turn left.
Okay, that was a tough turn, sorry. Oh, okay. We hit a bit there in the exit. I didn't expect this. We have to be a bit careful because this is a round thing. And it's quite wide. So we have to always be careful of the width of this thing. People are just watching. And if you notice in the mirrors, these like rectangles with red and white stripes, this actually marking the actual maximum width point of the cargo, so it's easier for me to calculate the distances. Anyway, the thing is that I like it. It matches the sliver. It matches. The thing is that let's find out some more historical facts about this truck. So it started. This truck has been produced by DAFs from 1973 to 1995, and it was successed by the DAF 95 XF, which evolved into the DAF 105 XF, the very popular one that is actually SCS truck too. And its predecessor is the 221, I think, the DAF F241, and the 221 and 241, the number in the trucks. The interesting fact is that they represent the actual width, the width of the cabins of these trucks. So 241 is the width of this cabin. So this cabin is like 241 centimeters wide. And it has come, this like model, it has come in many versions. The first version of it was the 2800 one with had some like I guess like weaker, smaller. We don't stop in red lights. I was trying to stop in red lights. Some like weaker, like smaller engines. And the latest and most popular model is the 3601, the one that I'm currently driving, which actually was the first model that had the advanced turbo intercooler engines, which for their time they were pretty sophisticated engines and really powerful. Okay, there is another truck on the other side, and now good luck, we have to be really careful here. Okay, wait. Oh my god, I'm going on the back. Oh my god, oh my god. You just cannot go in the front now. Okay, let's see if we lock the differential. Just trying with lock differential. Let's try on the left side. Oh, whoa, it just cannot start now. Amazing. Okay, come on, come on, come on. It just needed a bit more. Yes. Okay, lock differential. It saved us a bit. Whew, that was difficult. And it's difficult because I'm on the automatic, unfortunately. This track was manual originally, but I cannot play manual with my current configuration, so I am forced to drive this automatic, and woof, wow. We really struggled there for a moment to pull these 45 tons up in the... It is yes, the spoiler part, like, the boiler is 45 tons. So what I was telling you before I got stuck there. Okay, we have to be careful again with this car. Okay, we're clear. Yeah, so I was telling you that the 3600 model of the F421, F241, sorry, it came with it was the first model, it was a model to carry the advanced turbo intercooler engines, which were like pretty like sophisticated for their era and pretty powerful, even though you see that they're struggling a bit. And there is also the other interesting fact that the base production of this like truck was from 1975 to 1987. That was the main production period, and from 87 to 95 DAF released two models that they were produced in limited numbers, few hundreds of them, and according to data from DAF, they seem to be like sold mostly to Latin America. At least that's what Wikipedia says. But yeah, in total it was from 1975 to 1973 to 1995, so more than 20 years in total production of this truck. Pretty successful truck for like DAF. Pretty popular truck among transport companies, especially in the Netherlands. And I guess this truck, if you were like a child in the 90s in Europe, you had this truck as a toy. I had it at least, and I've read that a lot of people had it as well. So it's a pretty iconic truck, I guess, like a pretty iconic European truck. So happy to drive it. Okay, here the people are waiting for us. Thank you, kind Italians. Okay, we're in the highway now. Let's not lose momentum. As we saw before, you don't want to lose momentum in this truck. You don't want to lose momentum in this truck. Okay, let's follow the guy in front. We have to be careful a bit about the clearance. I hope that no one will try to overtake us from the left lane, because we will have a crash. And I will try to keep momentum. Right now the throttle is like, it's flat out and just, it's full right now, and that's all it goes. interesting fact that I don't know, probably I don't know if this was in reality as well, but at least in this mod the track does not come with any retarder, only with like exhaust brake, engine brake, sorry, like this is the engine brake now. Ooh. That was just a stupid guy in front, just like tried, come on dude, you see me, just tried to, just went in front of the like of the escort truck and just hit the brakes, like for no reason. It drives really nicely, and yes. So about this mod, as I told you, it is from XBS. I will put the link from the SCS forums where I found this mod, so you will be able to download it. XBS has put options to represent the 2800, the 3300 and the 3600 models. Oh, another police spot there, and we're going to have like bad ending, I guess. No, okay. We're just to the limit here. I'm gonna give a bit more space to the guys on the left because they're driving like crazy nevertheless. So I'm gonna take advantage of the emergency lane there. It is also compatible for 1.36 version. I'm playing currently 1.36 version, and it is a standalone track, meaning that it doesn't replace any other track in the game, and it doesn't use assets from other tracks in the game. It's a completely separate piece of work from XBS. Okay, so now we have to go to the left, to the right here. Will this open for me? I hope it will. Yep, it's open. So we're just going from the sideway of the like tolls here. How cool. Listen, the truck just struggling to carry this engine, just fighting. As you can hear also, it's pretty like obvious the difference that the inside is a mod and outside it's quite strange, the difference in the sound. It's not very consistent, but nevertheless the sound in the interior is beautiful, and it's just struggling right now, flat out now. And I think here in the center, under the like RPMs, is like a turbo pressor or something like that, because it just lifts up immediately when I hit the throttle. So yeah, so it's a standalone track. It's compatible with 1.36. It's compatible with advanced coupling. It even has like, I think like, yes, it has like cables here on the back, you can see. Let's see the truck. Oh, I just damaged it a bit. Don't worry guys, don't worry. I just wanted to show you the truck. Okay, it just failed a bit, but it's okay. So let's try to be a bit more in the center because I don't want to damage it more. How much damage it has already? Don't see here. 1%, we're good. No more. And just barely, in height, just barely fits the tunnel. Okay, now we're going 60. Let's just you see this green light? This is actually the indication that there is like the cruise control on. Really nice. And by the way, this small lever down there, this one, is not the handbrake of the truck. It's actually the trailer brake. Really nice that it's down there. Okay, let's put some engine brake. Barely holds down the brake, the engine brake. It's just struggling now. If we go even further, we will have to use the service brakes as well. 45 tons, just pushing this truck all the way down. Full engine brake and we're not losing momentum. Amazing. Okay, now I see again. Okay, let's put some throttle now. Let's give some power. And the addition, as I told you, to this mod is a Krischbaum sounds for the interior, which are really beautiful, and they're made like after like the sounds of the open pipe ATI engine of this truck. Okay, here we're trying to go to the right. And also Krischbaum increased a bit the torque, just tweaked a bit the torque of this truck in the engines, because he said that it was a bit low and a bit difficult for this truck to carry heavy haulage, because this truck were popular like for heavy haulage, okay? Especially the 3600 versions of it. And as you see, yes, the torque is pretty horrible. I had to use like lock differential to be able to start in this small like uphill before, because I completely came to stop. I hope now I will not like brake here, because we're doomed if I brake here. We'll never start. Let's just keep momentum. So yeah, so he just tweaked also the torque. So together, if you download the sounds from Krischbaum, you just get like the sound for the interior plus this a bit of like tweak in the torque of the truck to make it a bit more easier to carry heavy hauls around. Oh my god. Okay, here is service brakes and engine brakes. Otherwise we're out of control. Okay, and we have to cross from which side? From the right side. Okay, let's open. Again, I hit it a bit on the side, I guess. Uh-oh. Will this open for me? Okay, it opens for me. Oof, I was afraid because there is a small glitch in the heavy transport DLC, the special transport DLC, that sometimes those bars on the side of the tolls are not opening.
Get ready to turn left.
Let's take all the space here. And we're turning left.
Turn left.
Oh whoa, that's a tough turn, left turn. Final 30 kilometers left. Let's do this. Okay, this car gave us a lot of space. Let's hug the other side of the turn here and let's do it. A lot of struggle for this engine. Okay, I think again I'm hitting the sides here. I'm not keeping enough like spacing. I just naturally want to go to the center of the line, but with this thing is not happening. I should be more careful. Technically we're in the middle of the street right now. Otherwise it's impossible to happen. We're almost there. Yeah, I really enjoy this truck. I want really to... I can't wait to have like a setup able to be driving trucks with manual gears. This truck, if you have this setup, this truck is already a joy to drive just with the automatic gearbox. But if you have the setup, if you have the like steering wheel, if you have the shifter and you're driving trucks in manual, this truck will be like a joy to drive. And now we're doomed because this guy from the opposite side, come on. Oh, come on now. Come on. I again completely stopped. Okay, barely made it. I barely made it. And another car is coming now. Come on. Okay, let's go a bit slower. Let's avoid stopping completely. Okay. And the truck. Come on. Oh my god, this is a tight one. You see how tight it is, how tightly I'm passing through. We have to go away from this road fast. Beautiful truck, beautiful scenery, beautiful transport. And it really, the behavior, the physics of these trucks, of this truck is amazing. They're really nice. Really good job by XBS. Okay, let's watch it here. Okay, we didn't completely stop, thank God. Let's speed up, and we're almost there. We have to do this like a U-turn. It's really like corner U-turn.
Right.
And that's it. Here.
Turn right.
Okay, good luck to me. Oh my God, look where I have to turn right, guys. Awesome. And this woman there is waiting with her horsey. Horsey. Let's concentrate in the turn. Let's take all the available space. Oh no. Oh no, I'm just stuck here. Okay, let's open. And let's open again the lock differential. And here we are back again. But this time, just straighten up a bit more. So just straighten up here. Unfortunately, I had to teleport a bit because like really that was impossible to happen. And let's go. Let's open the like differential. Our wheels are down. That was very unfortunate. Let's close the differential. Unlock the differential. Because it was a really beautiful transport, but that turn there was impossible. What about this turn now? It's very long and it just hits a wall. Okay, at least here was a bit better. And here we are. I wonder where we have to deliver this monster. Oppo something. Okay, it's in the behind of this area here. Okay, let's not lose. Okay. Let's open the differential here. Okay, it's slipping now. It's slipping a lot. And I don't know why. Is it pushing it somehow, the heavy thing? Maybe we should put this wheel up. Yeah, that helped. Still though, we have no traction here. That's strange. And let's park it over there. This seems pretty straightforward. Come on. Okay, here we are. Some flat surface. It's really strange because the powered axle is the third one. And it loses traction very easily. But here we are. Whew, safe and sound. Quite an adventure. Yep. And we just arrived. So let's hit the parking brake. Let's close the differential lock. Let's turn off the lights. Turn off our truck. Beautiful. And let's deliver it. Decoupling this thing. And that's it. Excellent, of course. Thank God. We had some like unlucky parts, but we just did it. Let's continue. And let's go back to check this beautiful truck. So guys, yes, that was it. Really adventurous, really nice heavy haul transport in this like DAF F241 3600 model. And we managed to transfer this like 45-ton like a huge trailer all the way from like Palermo to Catania, and from Catania My review is excellent. I love this truck. It had some issues with the because like the power, the third, like at least with this chassis, the the powered axle is the third one. We had a few issues, but nevertheless it struggled and it pulled 45 tons. Excellent mod by XBS and excellent interior sounds by Chrisbone. It's a truck that you should definitely try. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to support me, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button to get notifications about my channel's activity in your YouTube homepage. Thank you for being here in another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2, and in this truck review, I was Stamatis, you were an everyday normal Greek, and I will see you next time. Bye.